In a clash where ice should shatter flame without mercy, Ne Zha's fire ring distorts the very balance of elements, outweighing Ao Bing's glacial dominion in a twist that collapses conventional power logic. The risk lingers not just in the raw destruction, but in how this defiance ripples through their fated rivalry, shifting narrative weights with an ironic chaos that mocks the gods themselves. Imagine elemental supremacy flipped, fire, the supposed underdog, refusing to extinguish. This isn't mere spectacle. It burrows deeper. Ne Zha, reborn from chaos pearl essence, embodies that unpredictable wildfire spirit. His power's not just hot, but volatile, prone to backfiring in ways that heighten the stakes. Ao Bing, on the other hand, wields the Dragon Clan's icy precision, a calculated force meant to overwhelm through sheer environmental control. Yet here's the core irony. The Fire Ring, Ne Zha's signature artifact, shouldn't logically prevail against a foe who commands the seas and storms. Water quenches fire, basic anime trope, right? But in this Ne Zha reborn arc, it subverts that expectation, turning a potential rout into a cinematic equalizer. Scale the battle up. We're talking about a confrontation that engulfs Chuntang Pass, where tidal waves crash against infernal blazes, reshaping landscapes in real time. Ne Zha's fire ring isn't a simple weapon. It's a conduit for his demonic energy, amplifying his attacks to god-tier levels. Remember that moment when he summons it mid-fight? The ring expands, scorching the air, but it's laced with instability, Ne Zha's own life force teetering on the edge. Ao Bing counters with crystalline spears and frozen torrents, his strategy rooted in distance and erosion, wearing down the opponent like relentless waves on rock. Tactically, Ao Bing holds the advantage. Mobility in water, regenerative chill that heals mid-battle. Ne Zha? He's all in aggression, chaotic bursts that drain him faster. But power scaling reveals the narrative weight here. Ne Zha's base form clocks in at street-level destruction early on, but the fire ring boosts him to city-wrecking potential, rivaling deities. Ao Bing, infused with spirit pearl purity twisted by dragon resentment, matches that with area of effect dominance, freezing entire battlefields in seconds. The mismatch? Fire's intensity versus ice's endurance. In most shonen logic, endurance wins the long game. Yet Ne Zha's ring introduces a wild card, its ability to absorb and redirect energy, turning Ao Bing's own attacks against him. It's like a meme come to life, fire saying, "Nah, I'm good," while ice melts in confusion. Dig into the emotional impact. This isn't just fists and flames, it's two souls bound by prophecy, forced into enmity by celestial meddling. Ne Zha's defiance stems from his cursed rebirth, a kid fighting for autonomy against a world that labels him monster. Ao Bing, the reluctant villain, carries the weight of his clan's downfall, his ice a metaphor for suppressed rage. Their duel amplifies this. Every clash echoes with betrayal's sting. The fire ring's role? It symbolizes Ne Zha's unbreakable will, but at what cost? It amplifies his power exponentially, yet risks consuming him, creating that subtle pressure of self-destruction. Ironic, isn't it? The tool that shouldn't win becomes the pivot for redemption arcs, flipping victimhood into heroism. Humor creeps in chaotically. Picture Ao Bing, all stoic dragon prince, unleashing a blizzard only for Ne Zha's ring to yeet it back like a bad ping-pong serve. It's peak anime memes 2025, elemental rock paper scissors gone wrong, where fire pulls a Uno reverse card. But seriously, this upends strategy. Ao Bing's plan relies on overwhelming volume, flooding the field to limit mobility. Ne Zha counters by superheating the environment, evaporating threats on contact. The ring's versatility shines, not just offense, but a defensive halo that warps space, bending ice projectiles away. Why does this matter plot-wise? It forces character growth. Ne Zha learns control amid chaos. Ao Bing confronts his isolation. Expand the scope. This battle isn't isolated. It's the climax of a lore-rich arc drawing from Chinese mythology, reimagined with modern anime flair. Ne Zha's fire ring ties back to his heavenly origins, a relic from the gods that's both blessing and curse. In traditional tales, Ne Zha subdues dragons, but here it's personal. Brothers in arms turned foes by fate's cruel joke. The narrative weight crushes. If the ring fails, Ne Zha's village drowns. If it succeeds, it defies divine order, inviting cosmic backlash. That's the hidden risk. Winning disrupts the heavenly balance, potentially unleashing greater calamities. Tactics evolve mid-fight. AO Bing starts conservative, probing with frost barriers to gauge Ne Zha's limits. Smart move, Ice's low energy cost allows sustained pressure. Ne Zha, ever the hothead, dives in with ring-enhanced punches, each strike igniting chain reactions. But watch the shift. As AO Bing amps up to full dragon form, summoning abyssal depths, Ne Zha's ring adapts, forming a vortex that siphons water into steam explosions. Power logic dictates AO Bing's superiority in raw output. His attacks cover kilometers, altering weather patterns. Ne Zha's? Focused, piercing, but exhaustive. The irony? Exhaustion becomes strength. Ne Zha's desperation fuels the ring's overdrive, pushing beyond limits in a chaotic surge. Emotional layers deepen the analysis. Ne Zha's laughter during the fight, manic, unhinged, masks terror of his own power. AO Bing's stoic facade cracks with flashes of envy, yearning for Ne Zha's freedom. This duel weighs heavy on lore. It's not victory for glory, but survival against predestined doom. The Fire Ring's impossible edge highlights themes of rebellion, making it pivotal for the story's anti-fate message. Meme it up, it's like Fire Ring posting skill issue to AO Bing's elemental mastery. Now, break down the cinematic peaks. The initial exchange sets tension. AO Bing's ice wall shatters under ring-forged flames, but reforms stronger, forcing Ne Zha to improvise. Strategy flips when Ne Zha uses the ring as a portal, teleporting strikes. AO Bing adapts, freezing time around impacts to nullify momentum. Scale escalates. Waves tower like skyscrapers. Flames roar into infernos. Narrative significance. This moment cements Ne Zha as a chaotic force, outweighing AO Bing's order. But the cost looms. Ring's overuse scars Ne Zha's soul, hinting at future arcs where control slips. Humor twists chaotically again. Imagine the gods watching, popcorn in hand, as fire defies physics. Water always wins, they say, until Ne Zha's ring laughs in their faces. It's edgy anime breakdown gold, blending high-stakes lore with ironic underdog vibes. Power scaling wise, rate it. AO Bing at 8/10 durability, Ne Zha 9 out of 10 offense Fire Ring. Yet the win condition isn't stats. It's willpower distorting reality. Delve into broader implications. This battle reshapes the Ne Zha reborn universe, challenging dragon-human hierarchies. The Fire Ring's triumph, against all odds, sparks alliances, but with underlying instability. What if it backfires next time? That's the subtle pressure, the ironic chaos. Victory sows seeds of greater collapse. Tactically, AO Bing's mistake? Underestimating adaptability. He banks on elemental crush, but Ne Zha's ring thrives on unpredictability, turning defense into lethal counters. Emotional impact hits hardest in quiet beats amid fury. Ne Zha's ring pulses with his heartbeat, sinking to his rage, while AO Bing's ice reflects his cold isolation. Their shared backstory, pearls swapped by fate, adds weight, making each blow a regretful echo. Why important? It elevates from brawl to tragedy, where power isn't might, but choice. Meme insight. Fire Ring basically gaslighting ice into evaporation. Peak 2025 anime lore troll. Continue the breakdown. As the fight intensifies, environmental destruction peaks. Mountains crack, seas boil. Ne Zha's strategy evolves from brute force to clever ring manipulation, creating fire clones to distract. AO Bing responds with multi-layered freezes, trapping illusions in crystal. The ring's edge? Its sentient nature, reacting to Ne Zha's will, amplifying chaotic energy. This shouldn't scale against AO Bing's ancient dragon heritage, yet it does, shifting the narrative from doomed prophecy to hopeful subversion. Ironic twist. The weak Fire Ring exposes AO Bing's vulnerability, his power tied to emotion, cracking under pressure. Power logic collapses here. It's not about who has more, but who bends rules better. Narrative weight. This duel forges Ne Zha's legend, but at the price of friendship lost. Feel that lingering risk. Win today, unravel tomorrow. Humor edges in. A.O. Bing, trying to be the cool guy with ice puns, gets melted by a kid's toy ring. Classic anime meme fodder. But seriously, analyze the turning point, when Ne Zha channels the ring for a massive beam, clashing with A.O. Bing's vortex. Energies warp, reality bends, cinematic gold. Tactics shine. Ne Zha feints weakness to lure close, then unleashes point blank. A.O. Bing's counter? A desperate merge with the sea, amplifying scale but exposing his core. The importance amplifies in lore context. Drawing from Journey to the West influences, this reimagines Ne Zha as anti-hero, his ring a symbol of defiance against heavenly decree. Emotional stakes. Ne Zha fights for identity, A.O. Bing for redemption. The clash outweighs individual powers, collapsing into a shared fate twist. Stop mid-flow for now, but the analysis presses on. Ne Zha's fire ring, defying elemental norms, forces us to question if victory is ever clean in this chaotic world. A.O. Bing's glacial assault, precise and overwhelming, should seal the deal, yet the ring's volatility introduces that ironic wild card, distorting outcomes in ways that leave the battlefield scarred with unintended consequences. A.O. Bing's full transformation unleashes primordial dragon fury, coils manifesting as living tsunamis that threaten to swallow everything. Ne Zha, pushed to the brink, sinks deeper with the fire ring. Its flames evolving from red to ethereal white, a sign of overload that warps gravity around him. This phase escalates the scale dramatically. Shockwaves level forests. The sea itself recoils in steam clouds thick enough to blot the sky. Power-wise, A.O. Bing peaks here, his attacks carrying the weight of ancestral oceans, each strike calibrated to erode defenses over time rather than brute pierce. Yet the ring's chaotic essence thrives in this pressure cooker. It doesn't just burn. It devours kinetic force, converting A.O. Bing's momentum into fuel for counterbarges. Imagine the irony, a weapon forged in heavenly fires, meant for order, now embodying pure anarchy against a dragon prince desperate for control. Tactically brilliant on Ne Zha's part. He baits overcommitment, letting A.O. Bing flood the arena, then ignites the ring into a superheated dome that flash boils the water mid-assault. Steam explosions chain react, turning the dragon's domain against him. It's not fair play. It's survival hacking elemental rules, the kind of edgy strategy that makes this Ne Zha versus A.O. Bing showdown a staple in modern anime power scaling debates. Narrative weight intensifies with every exchange. Their blows aren't anonymous destruction. They're laced with dialogue fragments. Ne Zha taunting fate, A.O. Bing whispering regrets about swapped destinies. This humanizes the god-tier clash, grounding apocalyptic visuals in personal tragedy. The fire ring becomes more than artifact. It's Ne Zha's external heart, pulsing brighter with his resolve, but flickering when doubt creeps in. One wrong surge, and it could implode, taking him with it. That's the unspoken risk hovering throughout. Victory through a tool that shouldn't logically overcome Ice's supremacy might cost the winner his soul. Humor slips in darkly. A.O. Bing, master of elegance, reduced to flailing in his own evaporated prison while Ne Zha cackles like a pyromaniac on energy drinks. Peak chaotic meme material, Dragon Prince getting cooked in his own sauce, literally. But peel back the laughs, and strategy reveals layers. A.O. Bing attempts psychological warfare, freezing illusions of Ne Zha's past traumas to disrupt focus. Clever, ice preserving painful memories in crystal clarity. Ne Zha shatters them with ring-amplified roars, turning grief into rage-fueled power spikes. This emotional pivot shifts momentum. Raw feeling outweighs calculated precision. Scale the destruction further. Shintang Pass crumbles under collateral force. Barriers erected by gods strain and crack, hinting at celestial intervention looming. Lore ties deepen. The spirit and demon pearls' fusion in their bodies creates unstable synergy, making prolonged battle a mutual suicide pact. The fire ring accelerates this instability for Ne Zha, granting bursts that match A.O. Bing's sustained output, but at exponential personal cost. Why does this matter for the arc? It forces both to confront their hybrid natures. Ne Zha embracing the demon, Ao being rejecting the spirit's purity twisted dark. Ironic chaos peaks when Ao being unleashes his ultimate, a glacial spear infused with dragon soul, designed to pierce any defense by phasing through matter, logically unblockable. Yet Ne Zha's ring, in overdrive desperation, fractures space itself, redirecting the spear into a feedback loop that wounds Ao being from within. Power logic shatters. Fire shouldn't manipulate dimensions like that, but narrative demands it. Underdog rebellion against rigged fate. Emotional impact surges. You feel the exhaustion, the mutual respect flickering amid hatred. Meme it ironically. Fire ring pulling the ultimate troll move. Return to Cinder on a soul-killing attack. Classic 2025 anime breakdown fodder. Tactically, this exposes Ao Bing's flaw. Over-reliance on singular trump cards. Ne Zha's arsenal, chaotic and multifaceted, adapts faster. The ring evolves mid-fight, sprouting tendrils that latch onto ice constructs, melting and reforming them into fiery minions. Environmental mastery flips. What was Ao Bing's ocean becomes Ne Zha's steam engine. Broader implications ripple outward. This duel redefines power hierarchies in the Ne Zha reborn world. Artifacts tied to willpower outweighing bloodline purity. It sets precedent for future conflicts. Can Heavenly Order contain such volatility? The cost lingers heavily. Ne Zha's body smokes post-clash, veins glowing with residual fire that hints at permanent scarring. Victory, if it comes, tastes like ash. Ao Bing's defeat, should the ring prevail, crushes dragon pride but opens redemption paths, narrative threads dangling with potential. Analyze the final exchanges. Fatigue sets in. Movement slow, but precision sharpens. Ao Bing conserves for one last overwhelming tide. Ne Zha, ring blazing unstable, prepares a gambit, all energy into a single, reality-warping thrust. The collision point warps light, sound muffles, cinematic tension at its peak. Why shouldn't the fire ring win here? Elemental supremacy says no. Scale says Ao Bing's raw mass dominates. Strategy says endurance triumphs. Yet willpower, that intangible chaotic force, distorts everything, outweighing logic in a twist that echoes through mythology retellings. Emotional core bears itself. Beneath fury, brotherhood strains, pearls meant to unite, fates that divide. Each near miss carries hesitation, blows pulled at the last instant. The ring amplifies Ne Zha's aggression, but also his buried longing for alliance. Ironic tragedy. The tool pushing him to victory simultaneously ensures isolation. Humor edges bitterly. Two demigods wrecking the world because daddy gods played Pearl Roulette. As energies crest toward climax, environmental collapse accelerates. Ground fissures spew magma from forced heat. Frozen shards rain like judgment. Power scaling culminates, both at their absolute limits, outputs rivaling natural disasters. The fire ring, strained beyond design, begins cracking audibly, sparks of divine backlash leaking. Risk materializes, it might shatter first, dooming Ne Zha mid-victory. That's the ultimate pressure, defying odds only to collapse under success's weight. Narrative significance crystallizes. This isn't random brawl, it's the arc's philosophical core. Does fate bind, or can chaos rewrite? Ne Zha's ring embodies the latter, a flawed artifact prevailing through sheer audacity. Ao Bing represents the former, elegant power crushed by unpredictable defiance. The importance? It elevates Ne Zha reborn from action flick to thematic heavyweight, questioning authority in ways that resonate beyond animation. Chaotic meme twist to close the loop. Fire Ring basically speedrunning elemental tier lists, skipping straight to S-rank troll. But the analysis holds firm. This moment's weight lies in its instability, a win that shouldn't happen yet threatens to unravel everything if it does. The fallout, emotional and cosmic, lingers long after flames die and ice thaws.